Welcome back, viewers. You're watching Asian Vibes, and my guest today is Mr. K.S. Joseph, who's the recipient of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal and has done a lot of work in the community as a volunteer and has established a lot of associations and activities. So we are very keen to hear all of those, Mr. Joseph, from you.
I will start with my community activities. We started first, St. Joseph's Hospital was in financial problem because of the high interest rate existed at the time.
At the time, yeah.
So I was contacted by a member of the board at the time to do fundraising.
Oh, okay.
So we go to door, get pledges from people. They can pay it on installments, but we want to know how much money they will contribute over what period of time.
Okay.
So that was my first involvement with the community. Then I started immediately after that. We heard that from Uganda, a lot of Indians were expelled by Idi Amin, who was the president of Uganda at the time, and a group of people from our Asian community, Indian community actually, came to Thunder Bay. So we formed a group of 4 people. Myself, Preetham, and 2 other people formed a small group and helped them. And at the time we thought, it would be good to have an organization to establish our existence here and let people know there is an India-Canada Association here. So we started. By this time, the community has grown. It was not 4, it was maybe 30, 40 families here by the time. Yes. So the question came, what the name should be. Some people suggested it should be Asia-Canada Association. We agreed with that, but then the problem came immediately after the first multicultural folklore festival started.
So you represent the entire Asia or one country?
Yeah, so then we were asked to bring the flag of the country. So that created a problem. Then we went back and told the community that, we can't do that way. We will say it India-Canada Association, but inclusive of all Asians.
Nice. So this is way back in which year?
1974.
1974. Folklore. Okay.
Then I was involved in multicultural. I was a member on the board of Multicultural Association and helped folklore for a long period of time. Then I was at that time, when I was the president of the association for 2 years. We celebrated all festivals of India. Each and every festival we celebrate back home, it was celebrated here, and I made an album of that, and you have that album.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then I was elected to the board of the St. Joseph's Hospital, and I served on that board for 15 years.
Wow.
It was originally for 6 years, then the board changed to, because the hospital system has changed into a care group. So acute care people go to the new hospital and long-term care people in the St. Joseph's. So I was involved with that. Then I became the president of the Catholic Family Development Center, which is a counseling agency providing counseling services for people in conflict between spouses and their families. So I was the president of that for 2 terms. I became involved in the Rotary Club of Thunder Bay, and we started, the year I started, we started the first our house draw, which has now down 31 years. And this year we sold 12,000 tickets. We made $350,000 profit, and that will be distributed to the community here. We paid more than $3 million to the hospital right here from these profits. Every money we collected in the Rotary goes back to the community.
Yes.
I always tell our community members, get involved. Do something. Do something good for others. Doesn't matter where they are from.
Besides your professional contributions.
Because you can always find some time to help others.
Yes,
if somebody needs help and then that they need help, offer them. So they should feel free to come and ask you. You can give them advice. If sometimes, taking them to somewhere if they have a vehicle, or sometimes even financial assistance.
Or just helping, networking with other people.
With
Yes.
other people, and be friendly towards each other. Don't fight. There is no need for fight, because we are not going to live here forever.
I know.
There's only short
just
period
one
of time for
True.
anybody on this earth. Be good to others. That it will make you more happy, and people will look up to you for help and assistance, advice, things like that. So that was a
message that you were
I am. My wife always say, I cannot say no to anybody. That is my nature, because if somebody asks for help, how can you say no? So and that's my advice to our community also. That
And you've achieved so much by just going out there and helping people.
because people know, okay, so and so.
Can help.
I received a call from Kingston. A person, my friend who lives there, her friend had some problems. Said, I know somebody who can help you.
you.
So even call like that, because by doing that, it's not for your fame or anything. That's not somebody needs help, you help them.
And you have the resource, you
If
have the
resources,
time.
if you have the knowledge and resources, why
Go
can't you
ahead
give
and
that freely?
Going back to your ICA, the India-Canada Association work, there is a monument
Yes.
that I
In
have
1986,
seen. Yes.
the city of Thunder Bay.
1986?
Yes.
I'm sure you'll have the
City of-
day and the month.
City
as
of
well.
Thunder Bay offered us a lot of a small lot at the International Friendship Gardens.
International
For
Friendship
each
Garden.
nationality they offered.
Right.
We took ours, and then a group of 3-4 of us got together and collected some money and decided what to do, what monument we will. We had difference of opinion. Finally, we decided on the Ashoka Chakra, because history of 6,000 years ago. So I went to India, went to Chennai, Madras, and had somebody carved the
Ashoka
Chakra and got it shipped from Madras to Bombay, Bombay to Toronto to Thunder Bay. And we got it installed here. The High Commissioner was here, Consul General was here, the Mayor was here. We handed it officially to the Mayor at the time. I think the Mayor at the time was Jack Masters here.
And it's
So
still there.
It's still there, and
is
we
beautiful.
had actually separate fund for that, because every time the city asks, you need this improvement, we have to do it. Otherwise they will say, we will remove it from there.
So
you
for
can't afford
maintenance purposes,
yes.
yeah.
And there is an inscription there, the history of Ashoka Chakra, and I encourage people, not only our community member, all people, to go and see what it is and what is the history of Ashoka Chakra. So that is still there. And the Consul General told me, nowhere else in Canada there's a monument like that by the Indian community.
So we have it here
We
in
have
Thunder
it
Bay,
here
right here in Thunder Bay. Wow.
Yes, yes.
Fantastic. Lots of nice initiatives out there,
Yes,
Mr. Joseph. We'll talk more.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll take a very, very short break, dear viewers. Stay tuned. We have some very interesting other activities that Mr. Joseph is involved with. We'll talk about all of them. Be right back.